And it looks like we're live. Hey, what's up, everybody? Ryan Arnold, aka Demon Master Reviews here, and welcome to the Damaged Incorporated show, episode 7, the laptop live stream. Obviously, as you can tell, this is the first one, um, with on my laptop, as my Discord just popped up. Anyway, yep, my Discord just popped up. Anyway, yes, a lot of things to get to cover real quick as I put my little fan on here on me a little bit, get some circulation going. But obviously, yes, a lot has happened. The last live stream, the last episode that I did was on my phone. And I have since upgraded, as you can tell. I'm on the laptop for the first time ever. So, let's get into, before we get into other topics, let's see what I got. I got some things that I got a collection update, obviously, is to kick things off on this. I did get some things, either via Christmas as a Christmas present or Christmas money and stuff like that. So some of them were bought, some of them were presents, obviously. So without further ado, let's get started. We'll start off with at least 2 albums from 2 bands. They're both older albums. Both came out 2013 and 2016. And that is for the band Ancients. This is Heart of Oak, and basically the sticker reads, I ended up finding about this band because I was looking for bands that were kind of like Opeth and Winter Sun, and I think somebody mentioned this band, and basically reading the sticker on here, modern progressive metal that hits hard and resonates deeply. Decibel says one of 2013's most anticipated albums. The foursome's brand of metal is thunderous, yet always focused on melody, striking a song balance between commanding and catchy from Pop Matters. The best hopes to break out in 2013. Recommend it if you like Mastodon, Opeth, Baroness, Kylesa, and The Sword. Yeah, this is Heart of Oak. Here is the artwork. Backside with the track listings. Inside, there is the CD. I believe there's something behind it. Yes, there is. Pretty cool. And then the booklet itself is like this. We got some lyrics, picture of the band. Man, more lyrics, and then just thank yous and all that stuff. But yeah, I found out about these guys because I don't know what group it was, but I was just looking for bands that were like Opeth and Winter Sun, and they mentioned them. Somebody mentioned an Abstract Illusion or something like that, which I've been listening to their stuff for quite a while. I think it might have been around 2016, 2017 where I found out about them, both bands, and I finally pulled the trigger on getting them. And then we got the next one, their 2016 album, released via Season of Mist. So this one's a digipack. There is the artwork. Backside with the track listings. Obviously, like I said, digipack. There is the CD. And then there's that right there. Does come in with a booklet, which is just cool artwork with lyrics and all that stuff. But yeah, that is Ancients. That's Ancients with 2 eyes. Yeah, definitely check them out if you like the bands they mentioned. If you like Mastodon, Opeth, Baroness, Kylesa, The Sword, I like a few of those bands on there. But definitely check them out. They are worth checking out. Yep. Alrighty, put these into back into my little case thing here. As I now bring my CD thing right here. As I pull this a little bit closer. Next two that I have are from a band called Hoth. I got Oathbreaker and an Astral Necromancy. I recently checked these, just found them out of curiosity because I was looking for bands that did concept albums. Because, as you know, I am a sucker for concept albums. I found out that something about these is kind of interesting. It kind of is on a linear path. But basically, I can tell the music as I'm going to give a brief description about them. A mixture of Opeth style instruments, kind of. And when I mean by Opeth, I mean Opeth. I mean My Arms Your Hers, Still Alive, Blackwater Park, that era of Opeth with black metal vocals, kind of similar to Nagelfar, which I am still doing a retrospective for them, by the way. Just keep an eye out for that. Hopefully soon. But musically, it's pretty damn awesome. The artwork for this is pretty awesome as well. It does come with some bonus tracks, a Serpentine Whispers 8-bit version, and a cover of, I believe it is, yes, it is a King Diamond song, Welcome Home, as a bonus track. But here's for Oathbreaker, artwork, backside with the track listings. Obviously, the digipad right there, picture of the band, CD. Really, it's just like an up close version of the top of the album artwork. But booklet also has the artwork, has up close pictures of it, obviously with track listings. I'll send you a link once I'm done with all these topics I'm gonna talk about, Mike. So don't worry, I gotta get through all of these. And there's quite a lot of CDs. And oh yeah, I forgot to show with the if I could find them. I totally forgot about these, but with the Ancients albums, I relatively quick came with some stickers. This is one for, I think, a band called Obsidious, which I'll read off. It says, Obsidious, featuring ex-Obscura members Raphael Trillo, Linus Klausnitzer, and Sebastian Lanzer, and Javi Pereira. New record coming this winter. There's the sticker. And like I said, there's the back. And obviously also comes with just a regular Season of Mist sticker. Also has all of their links, social media links. And then another sticker, I ended up putting one on my door. This is going on my laptop. An Abath sticker. New album coming out. It just announced it. Dread Reaver. I am definitely going to be talking about that, as well as Abath's other albums. Definitely we'll be talking about that when it does come out. But yeah, obviously came with some stickers. Obviously, Hoth also came with a sticker as well. But yeah, there's the booklet that I think credits and all that stuff. And then we got Astral Necromancy. Here is the artwork. Backside with the track listings. There is about 11 songs on it. A little bit more smoother on this one. CD and the inside. Pretty damn cool. Here's CD. And then obviously the booklet's a little bit thicker. Here's artwork on the booklet. Pretty damn cool artwork, lyrics and symbols and stuff. Picture of the guy of the band, obviously. Obviously credits and stuff, and then on the back. But yeah, definitely check these guys out. If you like Opeth style music, you're definitely gonna want to check these guys out. They are awesome. Alrighty, well, we get to probably the biggest one, and some of them I did buy on eBay. Others were Christmas presents, so I'm not going to waste too much time. I don't want to talk about too much time, but it's Iron Maiden. I got all their studio albums. I am looking into what other albums I can get from for them, but for now, we got a big chunk of them, and I won't get into too much detail with Iron Maiden, obviously, because, well, obviously. But let's start with the self-titled, a fantastic album through and through. But yeah. Oh, by the way, the CDs aren't in here; they're in a CD case that I got somewhere. But yeah, artwork, backside with the track listings. Here is a picture of the band booklet, all that stuff, lyrics, more pictures, another picture of the band, all that stuff. Pretty damn cool. Not gonna waste like I said, not gonna waste too much time. Pause and look if you want to see all of these. So yeah. Next up, Killers. Cover. Backside with the track listing. Inside is a gatefold. I'll get up a little bit closer so that you can see. Sorry about the glare. Yep. Try to go as slow as I can. Booklet, artwork on there. Lyrics and stuff. Picture of the band. Last one with Paul Diano. Oh, so yeah, there's freaking Killers. Next up, I just end up getting this one because I needed a case for it. Number of the Beast. There's artwork backside with the track listings inside, and then there's booklet. This is I think this is the enhanced 1998 versions. The ones that I got that are the digipacks are the 2015 versions. So yeah, when the masterpiece known as Book of Souls came out. But yeah, a lot of pictures and stuff, lyrics and all that stuff. Pictures, I think, and artwork and all that. Pretty damn cool. Yeah, there is the number of the beast, and it is a human number. Its number is 666. Little fun fact: that's my racing team's number, 666, based off of Iron Maiden. Because why not? Pull these forward next. We got Somewhere in Time. There's artwork backside with the track listings that you got right over there. The band right there. Here is the inside. Fine. And then obviously booklet. What's up, Mutt? King of Swords. Nice to see you here. Just showing off what I got. Glad you can make it. There's pictures of the band and stuff and lyrics. Pretty damn cool. Yep, there is that one. Next up, my personal favorite classic Iron Maiden album. I have it on vinyl, but I now have it on CD. Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. It's pretty interesting comparing it to the vinyl version, but there is some similarities with the vinyl version, like these two right here. Obviously, front album cover, backside track listings. Then we got some cool stuff. Each one has a picture of the band. There is Bruce, Dave, Adrian Smith. Last one with him for quite a bit. Steve, more, I believe more notes. for production and stuff like that. Artwork and more artwork and a picture of the band. Like I said, this was the last one with Adrian Smith. Next one. No Prayer for the Dying. First one with, if you can tell right there, Yannick Gers. Artwork. Backside with the track listing and a picture of the band. Now here's the inside. Pretty cool. Here is the booklet. You got Bruce right there. Dave. Yannick. Steve. Nico. Yep, and then all band as a whole, and then again with the track listing. But yep, there's No Prayer for the Dying. Next up, Fear of the Dark. This one, I believe, is also the 1998 version. Some of them are either 2015 or they actually came 1998, or they actually came out the year, or they're the actual versions or something like that. But yeah, here's Fear of the Dark artwork. Backside with the track listing, the picture of the band. This one would be the last one with Bruce Dickinson for a while. Here is the inside. That's pretty damn cool. I do kind of like that booklet. Pictures and stuff like that. Like I said, this was the 98 version. Pictures of the band, and I think maybe some artwork too, here and there. Yeah, like I said, this would be the last one with Maiden for a bit. Or not the last one with Bruce for a bit. Yep. Next up, we get to another Digipack one. Putting this back into here. The X Factor. First one with the Blaze. I listened to it. It's pretty damn good. Oh well, but I don't want to spoil that for you. But here is the artwork. Backside with the track listings and some other cool artwork. Inside, like I said, first one with Blaze. Here is the artwork. Oh, it's a flip side too. That's pretty cool. That's pretty damn cool. But here's the artwork. Track listing, credits and stuff, lyrics, Steve, Blaze, artwork, Dave, artwork with the band, and Yannick Gers, and then Nico, and then picture of the band, yada yada yada. Oh yeah, this one, you can flip this up and he got this end. Pretty damn cool. Pretty damn cool, I will admit. But yeah, X Factor. Next up, the last one with Blaze, Virtual 11. There is the artwork. Backside with the track listing. And also this was around the time where they released, as you probably might see in some pictures. There's the artwork. It says here, there's some stuff on here that I can probably show or something. Yeah, it says back here, graphics within this booklet are taken from Ed Hunter, Eddie's Computer Game, with music by Iron Maiden. So yeah, there's that. Yeah. Here's some artwork. Like I said, picture Blaze Blast, what he would do. Not going to go too much in detail. Like I said, there is an Ed Hunter. Sure, and there's them with, I think, a soccer team. And then in the back, obviously, like I said, this was the last one with Blaze. Bruce comes back on Brave New World, which I've already had for a while. And then we come to this next one. I believe this one did come out. This one is a one that did end up coming out. Dance of Death. The second one where they were reunited with, as you can see, there's artwork backside with the track listings and the guys, including the recently rejoined Bruce Dickinson and Adrian Smith. Inside, I will admit that artwork is pretty stupid. But it is what it is. God dang it. But yeah, here's booklet. Picture of the band, all their stuff, lyrics. Like I said, I want to take two. Cool. Good to know, Ben. Yep. There's a picture of the book. This one, I believe, is also the only Iron. Fun fact: this is the only Iron Maiden album that has Nico McBrain co-writing a song. I believe the song is "New Frontier" on here. The only one he would ever do, and it was a pretty good song. I won't lie. It's a pretty damn good song. But yeah, here's Dance of Death again. Next up, A Matter of Life and Death. This one I think came with a statue and this patch right here, which I'm gonna sew onto my battle vest when I can. But yeah, A Matter of Life and Death. There is artwork. Backside with the track listings. Yes, Mike. Yes, it does. It's not. But yeah, here's the inside. With the band and all that. And all that booklet. Bruce actually in the studio. It's pictures of the guys in the studio and then lyrics and stuff, which is pretty damn cool. I like this picture of Adrian with the double neck Jackson. That's pretty damn cool. I do love the Jacksons. Nico, and then apparently tours and stuff, credits, and then the guys again. There is A Matter of Life and Death, and in this one, second to last one, Final Frontier. They used to have this on CD, and trying to get all of them, so I'm like, yeah, get it again. The artwork, backside with the track listings. The inside's pretty much the same as I remember it, which is pretty awesome. Everything I've seen in this, I have seen before. It's nothing new to me. The booklet. Yeah, nothing much changed for me when I saw this. It's still all the same to me. Okay, whatever. Yeah, there's artwork behind each lyric and stuff like that. Pretty damn cool artwork concept, though, trying to draw the Final Frontier version of Eddie. And you get this, and then the band in silhouette form, I believe. And then we come to the final one of the Maiden albums, at the very least. The recently released Senjutsu. I got the book version, and I do not regret it. I do not regret getting this. I don't think it's a bad album, Ben. Comparing it to Book of Souls, oh, absolutely not. This pales in comparison to the Book of Souls. But anyway, double-sided artwork, pretty cool artwork on the booklet. This is the track listing, all in Japanese, by the way. If I can try and get all this and stuff, pretty cool artwork. Then we can get basically all the tracks and lyrics and stuff. I'll try to get as close as I can with this one. We have more artwork of Samurai Eddie, which I recognize from the Legacy of the Beast mobile game. There is more artwork and lyrics. It's kind of similar to similar style booklet to Book of Souls, where it's in book form. Which I think this is pretty damn cool. There's some posters and stuff. I like this album. It's a really good album. I ain't saying it's not Book of Souls quality. Hell no. That's a masterpiece to me. This one's a solid sequel. But yeah, pretty damn cool. And then there's the actual track listing in English and stuff like that. But yeah, as you can see, again, the CDs are in a CD booklet. But yeah, there's the Book of Souls. I believe I do have some of them that were on. Gotta grab that list real quick. Oh yeah, that's why. Okay, yeah, Lateralis has to go over to here. Where do I? Lateralis, right there. Yeah, that's pretty much all the Iron Maiden albums. Trying to get all the albums that I need for this. One of them is this pile. Yep. And then, yep, grab the book. This thing here. Okay, got it. There is that. Yep, grab those again. Oh, got that on theirs. Oh yeah, that is gotta go on. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we got all those. Anyway, let's continue on. We now enter the Metallica portion. Starting off, once again, don't want to talk too much about Metallica because I've talked about them before. And one of the new series that I'm going to do for these live streams, I will be doing, I'll mention them, might involve Metallica. But anyway, let's start with S&M 1. The original, the first one. There is the artwork. Backside, I think kind of the track listing on a set list of all things. It's on a double thing. Artwork on the back, and I'll pull this out. But yep, it just goes over everything that went on for this album. Pictures of the orchestra and the band. Pretty damn cool if you ask me. There are no lyrics to this. But they did, I think, show. Here we go, continuing the artwork. They did release 2 new songs on here. Obviously, the more popular one from this, No Leaf Clover, previous one released, and then I think Minus Human is the other one. But everybody knows when it comes to the original songs from this, everybody knows No Leaf Clover is the one that came out of this that was pretty damn awesome. But yeah, there is S&M. Next up, Beyond Magnetic EP. They obviously leftover songs from the Death Magnetic session. There's the artwork backside with the track listing and the band. Not much to say. It's on a flimsy one-paper thing. Nothing on there. It's just one of those. That's awesome, Ben. I just recently got that. It's pretty cool. But yeah, here is Beyond Magnetic. Kind of just a gap filler or something like that. Yeah, I'll show it again later. But yeah, next up, I used to have this one Through the Never live album that was made into a movie. That is the artwork backside with the track listings and stuff and credits for the movie. Comes on this pretty damn cool cross style. If I could, comes on a cross type thing, pretty damn cool. But on here it just says, rest on there, and then we got some credits on here, and then you'd have, I think, you got regret, fear, yield, and then never. Pretty damn cool packaging for this album. And then the final one that I have is just on this standard, kind of a gatefold type thing. S&M 2. There is the artwork backside with the track listings. No booklets. No booklet for Through the Never, unfortunately. Comes on this pretty cool standard thing. I don't know how you call it. It's kind of like a gatefold, but it does come with another booklet. I will show it off. More kind of like what they did with S&M 1. Pretty cool. I'll ask this, Ben. Do you have it on CD too, or just VHS? S&M 1, of course. That's what I mean. Yeah. Continuing on with this. More notes or other stuff they mentioned. And then credits, picture of the band and the other ones that were involved in all this. Yep. So that ends my Metallica stuff. Now we got down to 2 more CDs. This next one I'm about to talk about is going to be part of a series I'm going to mention here shortly. But this one came out in 2012 via Inside Out Music. Safety Fires, Grind the Ocean. Kind of one of those kind of genty type of bands, but I kind of find it interesting that they're on Inside Out of all the labels. They did put out another album, but after that it'll be it. But I wanted to get this based on the fact that I've always wanted to get this album. But yeah, here is artwork backside with the track listings and cool artwork. There is CD right there. Pull it out. Yep, nothing behind it. Yeah, let me pull out the booklet. Good artwork again. It comes on like this kind of like a gatefold type thing with lyrics, picture of the band, of the band. Yeah, just lyrics and credits and thank yous and all that stuff. Pretty damn cool. Yeah, Safety Fire. Definitely, I am going to be doing something for this band, hopefully soon, but I don't know when, but hopefully, like I said, hopefully it will be soon. Right. And then the final one, and this one was a Christmas present. My 2020 album of the year, Soilwork, West of the Atlantic, 5-song EP, artwork, backside track listing with the band in the background. And then it's no booklet, unfortunately. But yeah, Soilwork, Wisp of the Atlantic. Love it to death. Love it. Alrighty. That is it for at least the collection update. Anyway, let's get to the new series stuff. There's 3 of them I want to mention. The first one, obviously, it ties kind of into, does kind of tie into Safety Fire and the year it came out. 2 of them are tied to the Safety Fire and the year that album came out. came out. I even have it on here. Yes, I do have them on here. One of the series that's going to be here. Nice to still see you here, Mike. One of the series I am going to be doing on this channel, and there might be guests involved and stuff like that. I know I asked J-Dub. He might be on here. The series is called 1, 2, 3, and Done. Basically, what the series is that I'm going to be, me and the guest, probably J-Dub, and maybe others that I might ask if they want to be a part of this, are going to be talking about bands that only have 1, 2, or 3 albums, and we're done. Either due to circumstances or just flat out said, we're not doing any more studio albums. So, some bands that I'm going to mention off the top, just to mention off the list, I mentioned Ancients and Hawthorne here. On here for now, they only have 2 studio albums. I have a few that are not going to be making anything anytime, either never or anytime soon, like bands like Velvet Revolver, Demons and Wizards, Control Denied, Thurgothan, Sir Christopher Lee, rest in peace. Yes, Buster Brown. Obviously, you said about that, but we did a retrospective for you. You did a retrospective for them, but I ain't going to put them on here. But Damage Plan, Operation Mindcrime, Vinnie Vincent Invasion, Wicked Lester, just to name a few off the top on this list. And there is quite a lot, 65 bands in total. But that is one of the series that I want to do. The other one is kind of a nostalgia type thing, and it's called the Looking Back Blank series. And that's where I look back on albums and talk about, review albums, talk about some albums that came out a certain year and within a certain month of a certain year. So this upcoming year, I want to start doing, well, that might happen soon. So, but one of the years I'm going to do to start this whole thing off is the year 2012. Now, you're probably going to be wondering, why did I pick that year? Well, it's because I started making YouTube videos around that year, 2012. And there are some albums that on this list I did review. Some of those albums I still happen to own. But there are some on here that I have never reviewed before. So it's going to be interesting because I want to do that. I want to do it for other years. 2013, I never did reviews in there. 2014, even though I did come back at that point. But I only did a list thing, a top 10 favorites of 2014 video. But hopefully at some point I want to do those years because I never got to review albums from those years. So that's going to be pretty cool, and I want to do that. I want to continue doing that as part of this live stream. The other one that I want to do is kind of ties into Metallica and Iron Maiden, and that is basically a series where I'm going to treat it like I'm talking about it, but it's going to be treated like a video, basically. The series is called Discography Reviews Now, Retrospectives Later. So that means when I'm doing that series, I ain't going to be interacting with chat, or I'm going to try and find a way to disable chat or something like that, So it'll be treated like a video, so I won't be interacting with chat or anything like that. Like I said, I want to do one for Metallica and Iron Maiden. Metal Ben might be joining me for that. Got to try and figure out a date where we can figure all that out because of his work schedule. But hopefully sometime soon, Iron Maiden is going to be one of the first ones I'm going to do one of those kind of series for. But obviously, it's going to be a video-oriented live stream. No interaction with chat, or like I said, I'll try and figure out a way to disable chat. No chat at all for it. So I want to see if there even is a way to even do that. If not, oh well. But that's what it's going to happen. If there is a way I can figure out to get rid of, chat or anything like that, that's going to happen. So those are some of the series that I'm thinking of doing soon. So, with that out of the way, I had contemplated wanting to do this style of video or something like that for a little bit, and I then come to the conclusion that I end up looking at on this list, or it's the Metal Tag 2022. I answered everything but 2 questions on here, so let's begin, shall we? I gotta grab a few albums on here. Alrighty. Anyway, let's begin this. Number 1, I believe an album that was reissued in 2021. That's one of the questions I did not answer because mostly I got new stuff. Mostly I got stuff that came out the year it actually came out, so not really anything that was a reissue. So, well, technically, if I do want to count it, I could count this because this was released in 2021, but it's actually a 2020 album. So it took them a while to finally put on CD, but it isn't really a reissue. But I figured, I'm not into the reissue thing. I want to get the original, like the year it actually came out. I'm not into the reissue stuff. But yeah, bands I discovered old or new in 2021. I'm gonna give 2 answers on this one. One digitally and one physically. Digitally, I discovered the Cauldron of Madness, instrumental, kind of doomy style stuff, concept-wise. Both of them are concept. Obviously, I mentioned Hoth. Hoth is another one. Obviously, they're one that I need to mention. Physically, like I said, they're the physical version, the one that I would answer physically. But yeah, Cauldron of Madness, the Cauldron of Darkness, and Hoth. Cauldron of Darkness digitally, Hoth physically. But yeah. Third question. An album with an outstanding vocal performance. I could name off a lot, but I figured I'd limit myself to one. Lateralis from Tool. Everything on here, guitars, bass, drums, and especially the vocals. Maynard, especially on the opening track, The Grudge. Oh my god. I love it. Absolutely love this album. Especially Maynard's vocals on it. Next one, a gap filler. And I could have gone with an Iron Maiden one, but I went with a Metallica one, and obviously that would be Beyond Magnetic, like I said, EP, that were just leftovers of from Death Magnetic. Yeah, this is really just a gap filler. Not much to say. But yeah, that is a gap filler album. Cheap pickup. This was a vinyl one. Believe it or not, I was in a $2 bin in a record store, about half an hour or 3/4 of an hour here, which is kind of shocking. But Alice Cooper, Killer. Cheap one that I got from 2021. There's the track listings. It just comes on a sleeve, just like its regular white sleeve. Obviously black. But yeah, that's the cheap pickup that I got. And I could even throw all the cassettes I got because I got those for free because they were my dad's. I could have, but I picked. I only wanted to pick up by an artwork from a new release. Awesome, Mike. Artwork from a new release. I end up going with I wanted to stick to top 10, so I end up going with Hush and Grim from Mastodon. Don't have it yet. Got to at some point. But yeah, pretty damn cool artwork. Love Tear Drinker from it. Need to fully listen to that album at some point. Number 7, favorite track from 2021. I could have gone with a lot. I mentioned Tear Drinker, that could have been on there, but I went with Awaken the Master from Dream Theater, their first song they ever did with an 8-string guitar. Yeah, John Petrucci busts out an 8-string, which is pretty damn awesome. The song itself is freaking awesome. It's the second to last track before the title track, which is their first 20 plus minute song in almost 8 years. But Awaken the Master, freaking great. The whole album itself is a banger. And they came back on that album, but fucking love the track. There's so many tracks I love on there, but I had to go with Awaken the Master on there. Number 8, Earworm song. This is the last one. I couldn't think of them because songs come in and out like regularly for me. So sometimes I might be thinking of a song from Metallica or Iron Maiden or freaking Black Dahlia Murder or Black Sabbath or any band I have in my collection that it just goes through my head. Sometimes it stays around, but then it just goes away. There's too many to even name. Next one, I'm gonna come to this, my CD binder that has a lot of CDs that don't have cases for them. But in this case, some of them I said 2 albums that are destined to be culled from the collection. And this was pretty easy. And there was 2 that are on here that don't have CDs. Usually sometimes in my CD binder thing, sometimes they're albums that are about to be, removed from the collection. But these 2, I'm not going to get rid of any of them anytime soon, but these ones are pretty damn close. Finger 11, Life Turns Electric from 2011, and Godsmack's The Oracle from 2010. Those are 2 that are at some point destined to be culled. Not anytime soon, but at some point they will be culled from the collection. They will be removed, put in a garbage bag at some point, but they will be there. That's number 9. Number 10, a band you don't listen to. And this one kind of goes with it because I'm looking at it on my CD page thing. But Five Finger Death Punch. Yeah, at one point I did like them. I only have 1 album from them. War is the Answer. Ever after that, I don't give a shit about them anymore. Like they're nothing to me now. I don't care about them anymore. That's the one and only Five Finger Death Punch album I have. And probably the only one I'm gonna give a shit about. But after that, I don't give a shit about Five Finger Death Punch. Apologies. Was choking on something. Anyway, number 11, 90s album recommendations. All the albums I got from the 90s are pretty well known. You don't listen to GNR. I'm about to listen to the new EP, Heart School, next month. So that's going to be fun to listen to. My first GNR album, or even EP. It's just an EP, but number 11, a 90s album recommendation. Like I said, all the albums I have from the 90s are pretty well known. But if I had to say a recommendation and sticking to the CD binder thing here, Alive 3 from Kiss. God damn it. Really great live album. Absolutely love it to death. Probably my favorite Kiss live album, like all time. And they hadn't done one at that point in a while. Not since 75, 77, sometime like that. So it's been a while since they did a live album. So yeah, that one is my 90s album recommendation. Number 12, a 7-inch, show a 7-inch or an album or a song that made you buy an album. Now, unlike Nick, I do have some 7 inches, and I figured I'd just show this one. Hard Habit to Break by Chicago. There. And apparently I got two. No, this is Hard Habit. Apparently this one is Will You Still Love Me or something like that. But yeah, Hard Habit, the break from Chicago. I believe that's the last final one I have. Number 13, favorite epic of 8 minutes or more. And this one was a no-brainer. I had several that were up there, but a no-brainer. This one was a no-brainer. Empire of the Clouds from Book of Souls. This album is perfect, and Empire of the Clouds encapsulates that perfection right to a T. Like, literally. Freaking great. Obviously about the R101, a blimp. Fucking love it. Next, my opinions on Record Store Day. I'll keep it short. I like it. Not much to say. You know, helps make my vinyl collection grow. Music setup that you would change. This room. I need a bigger room. But obviously, that might be changing soon because I heard my stepbrother might be moving out soon. So, getting his own apartment. So, that might mean I might have one room that might end up having. This whole room right here might just be my collection room. So, yeah. 2021 disappointment. Not really a disappointment when it comes down to it. I do like the album, but like I said, this is one that I will say is kind of a disappointment. Senjutsu, not a bad album, but it is kind of a disappointment comparing it, especially it is the follow-up to the masterpiece that is the Book of Souls. But yeah, that is, I would say, kind of a disappointment for me. But yeah. 2022 album I'm looking forward to. There is quite a bit. I just did listen to the new Tony Martin album. I'm gonna be listening to Ashes of Aries. There's so many I'm gonna be listening to. It's just crazy. But one I wrote on here is Dread Reaver from Abath, and I've been wanting to get into him. And I listened to Dream Call, the first single. Instruments are great, but the vocals are just. I might need to give a little bit more of a listen to in order to maybe it grow. Maybe the vocals will grow on me with each multiple listens. Anyway, we're coming to the last three questions. 18 artists I would like to see do a solo album. This one has been waited for a long time, and I figured I wanted to put him on here. But I know I could have put James Dupree, but I put Bruce Dickinson because I know he's going to be working on one really, really soon, and we'll be really pumped when it does come out. Number 19, placeholder album I would get a better version of is All Hope Is Gone from Slipknot because, well, look at how beat up this thing is. It's pretty beat up. I would definitely get a better version of this one because of how beat up it is. Hell, I did the whole entire discography re-get the discography for Slipknot at some point, especially getting Volume 3 because I have that just in my CD binder here. And then the final question is, because of price or availability, you have yet to pick up, and that is my number one album of 2021. The Puzzle / Snuggles. Yeah, well, you know, say about that. That's the one album I need to get, but I can't get it on Amazon. I can't get it on eBay. I got to get it on his website, and it's in euros, and I'm kind of. But I'll see if I can get that. Hopefully, when I do another collection update, I will definitely. Hopefully, by then I might get a better version, or hopefully get that. But yeah, that's all. That is the metal tag thing. So that's pretty much. I guess that's pretty much it. So, Mike, you still in the chat? If you are, say something. Because if you are, I can definitely add you. And we can make this. You want to come in? And we can maybe make this a little bit longer. This would be my probably hinga tinga. But do you want to come and join? I want to make this a little bit lengthier. I don't normally do that, but I'll send you a link if you do want to join some. Let's see. All right, sending it to you. Let's see. Mike. There he is. There you go. Send you a little link, Mike. Alrighty. I have sent you the link. We can make this a little bit much more entertaining. Oh. Alrighty. We wait. Gotta check the mic is still working. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's still working. All right. And there he is. All right. What's up?
Not much. Just chilling.
Cool.
Currently watching some football, but
what
NFL playoff time.
Oh, who's playing?
Right now, Buffalo is up 14-0 against New England at the moment in the wild card.
Holy shit.
For the AFC North, not AFC.
Yeah, I know the playoffs and all that stuff. Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, what were your favorite tracks off of the stuff that was left off from Death Magnetic?
I haven't fully listened to it yet. I think I've only listened to one, probably Hate Train. That's probably it. But I haven't fully listened to it, to that EP yet.
I wonder if there are any leftover tracks from Ride the Lightning, Damaged, Master of Puppets, and Justice. Like you would think that whatever they recorded in the studio, they possibly recorded more tracks that just did not make the cut, or were very good songs that just didn't cut the mustard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or something like that.
I would love to.
That would be interesting. That would be very.
I would like imagine Metallica did not an anniversary box set, but like a box set, which.
Well, I know for the fact that I think some of the times that, especially on the garaging thing, that they did do stuff that was around the time. Like I think, when they had like on here Garage Days Revisited '84, they were released that with the Creepy Death single, and there was obviously Am I Evil?
Well, there's also like the Basement Tapes or whatever with Dave Mustaine before Kill 'Em All. Apparently, also. So.
Yeah, and you'd also think some of those demos they did, there would be some stuff that would eventually be put on the
some
album.
Of those demos. Yeah, some of those demos.
Let me see about that. While I'm here looking on this Metal Archives. I don't even know if Metallica is on Metal Archives.
I'm just seeing if Metallica unreleased tracks. I'm just looking at that like I'm gonna. Well, that's why we have Google for a reason.
That and Bing, but I prefer Google. Nope, you can't find. Oh wait, there they are. There they are. There they are. Yeah, there it is. Okay, let's see what we got on here. There's only one demo. No life till leather. What do we got? The mechanics, which would eventually just be Four Horsemen, Motor Breath, Seek and Destroy, Metal Militia, Jump into Fire, and Phantom Lord. All of them would eventually be on frickin'. Trying to see if there's anything else that there's some other stuff that they eventually put out right in between. What did they put out? Disappear, Leaked and Live, Tribute to Chris Cornell. What do they do in between? There's a Whiplash single, Jump into Fire. Yeah, the Creeping Death one. There's the 598.
Didn't they make a track for one of the Transformers movies?
No, I don't think they did.
Or no, that was Nickelback. Never mind.
No, that was Linkin Park.
Yeah,
that was Linkin Park.
Okay, I found something on top 10 Metallica songs you've never heard of that did not get released on an album. I'm here on a website called Live 365. Devil's Dance off of Reload. That was supposedly.
I don't really care. That's one of those I don't really care about.
I like it.
I'll say this: it's better than Low Man's lyrics on that same album.
Reload. You know what they could have done? Get rid of all the crappy songs. Put both albums.
You could have done what Hardwired is, or you could have maybe just do an actual double album where it's 2 discs on one album with 2 discs, instead of releasing them separately. You know. I'm trying to think on there. There's too many great songs, and I wouldn't want to leave them out. You know.
Like imagine if they found demo tapes of And Justice for All recorded in its entirety with Cliff on bass. Just imagine if they have that locked in a vault somewhere.
I think they did put it out as kind of that big box that they did for vinyl, and they ended up having the demos where the bass is heard on them.
Do you have anybody in chat? Just out of curiosity, anybody chatting in the comments?
I don't think there was anybody besides you, Ben, King of Swords came on board. Nobody.
Yeah. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah,
the Metallica songs.
I don't know. Okay, if I had to say 90s Metallica, well, I mean the Black Album's obviously the better album of the 3, but I'm still gonna say Load is the better album of the 2 out of the 3, because with Load, there's a good chunk. The first half of the album's good. The second half starts to just taper off real fast, and then it gets boring. Shit.
Let's see.
Shit.
There's some songs that are decent, but yeah, what you're saying. At least out of the first, there is at least 6 out of the first 7 are fantastic. Ain't My Bitch, 2x4, The House that Jack Built, Until It Sleeps, King Nothing, and Bleeding Me.
Yes,
are fantastic. Hero of the Day is decent.
Hero of the Day is where it kind of. Hero of the Day sounds like a hot piece of garbage on that album. I think that's the worst track on the album.
Is it's okay. Portrait to Me, I kind of do like it. Wasting My Hate, Don't Care About Mama Said is great. Thorn Within is great. Ronnie is great. The Outlaw Torn is great.
Yeah. And then if you look at Reload, with all the tracks on Reload, it's like it doesn't get any better. But it's not worse.
Starts off great with Feel.
Feels a great song.
The Memory Remains great. Devil's Dance, I don't care about. The Unforgiven 2, great. Better Than You, pretty good.
But
Slither, pretty good. Carpe Diem, baby, pretty good. Bad Seed, Where the Wild Things Are, great. Prince Charming, pretty damn good. Low Man's Lyrics, Attitude, Attitude, pretty damn good. Fixer, pretty damn freaking good.
So, would you be surprised? Okay, with this new, supposedly whatever new Metallica album, because there are talks, there have been like slight talks last year and this winter about Metallica getting together and doing something in 2023 for maybe one more studio album. There's talks that the band found material from Saint Anger and the Load albums that they wrote down that were unfinished songs, apparently.
I don't know how I would feel.
We could call it Reload or Reloaded, or I don't know. Reload. Or
Load, unload. You can't reload. You already loaded. So unload. And then it goes back.
Unload. Metallica's new album.
Unload.
Unload. But it sounds like Saint Anger.
But Saint Anger exists.
Can't Saint Anger Part 2 exist?
No. We'll call it Lulu 2.
No, Lulu's just a hot piece of garbage. The Saint Anger is like God's greatest gift compared to Lulu, and that's.
Hold on, I got a better one. Lulu makes Saint Anger look like the Godfather. There you go. The Godfather.
Lulu makes X Factor look like a masterpiece.
And I like X Factor.
Yes. I just don't like Angel and the Gambler because the repeating lyrics.
That's on Virtual 11.
I meant to say Virtual 11. I said Lulu makes Virtual 11 a masterpiece.
Fuck it, it makes No Prayer for the Dying look like a masterpiece.
Hate to say it. What's that one album you hate, Ryan?
From what year?
You know what album I'm gonna say. I forget the name of it, but you mention it a lot as like horrible albums.
Catharsis?
Yes. Lulu or Catharsis. Pick your poison. I'm going Catharsis. That's a safe way out. And it's not a pleasant way.
Oh. Catharsis. I hate to do that, but
hey, it's the safer poison.
There is at least, I gave it a 3. There is at least maybe a 1 to 3 good, 1 to 3 decent songs.
Okay, Lulu, there's good riffs. Like the guitars are okay. The riffs are good. But what the fuck? That's just my question to Metallica. What the fuck is this? You know, it's like I just don't know what they were thinking about that record. Like,
I don't either.
You do Death Magnetic. You could have made something better.
I think they released Beyond Magnetic just to the fact that they wanted to cover up the big stinking elephant turd that is Lulu with, okay, fine. We know. Here's some leftovers from Death Magnetic. We're calling it Beyond Magnetic.
I don't think that helps much. I think what helps is Hardwired. That's a almost return to form. That's almost. Despite the second half being kind of shitty.
Yeah.
But
you know how I feel about the second half, about the second disc.
Oh, you love the second half. I'm just joking.
It's average. It's half and half. It's
okay. I'll say this:
half of that disc is good. I mean, really good. The rest,
I'd rather listen to Demolition over Lulu, and that's even a terrible album. Don't know what Judas Priest was doing with that album, but I mean, now every band has their.
I'd rather listen to The Astonishing than Lulu.
Would you rather listen to Five Finger Death Punch or Lulu?
Fuck you, man. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I only listen to the one Five Finger Death Punch album I have. I'd rather listen to that than Lulu.
Yeah. I'd rather listen to fucking a shittier version of Limp Bizkit than Lulu. Oh wait, that already exists.
Yeah, it's called Forbidden by Black Sabbath.
Which is still better than Lulu.
God, I can't wait to listen to that album.
Who knows? You might actually like it. You might actually be flabbergasted and say it's a brilliant album.
Yeah, I could. God, I'm gonna aim myself for actually saying I'm gonna like it. I don't know about.
Imagine you say it's actually better than the other Tony Martin albums. You just utter those words out of your mouth.
No, I would never. It probably will never be better than Tear or The Eternal Idol.
Headless Cross? Don't forget Headless Cross.
Headless Cross is pretty damn good. It's nothing compared to Tear.
Okay.
The Eternal Idol.
Which album do you like more? Born Again or Mob Rules?
Mob Rules.
I'm going Born Again.
I like Born Again, but Mob Rules. I mean, come on, it's Mob Rules.
I'm getting kind of burnt out on Mob Rules. I've been burnt out on it as of recently.
I remember listening to it for the first time all the way through recently. I liked it compared to Born Again. Born Again was pretty damn good, but I prefer Mob Rules.
I don't know. I still don't know what they did with the album art, but it worked. I mean,
it looks pretty stupid. I mean,
the devil baby.
That gives Dance of Death for worst album cover a run for its money.
And this is just a more evil album cover.
But yeah, it's stupid. Bones are freaking stupid. Look at how stupid this looks.
If you want to talk about stupid, look at my only Deep Purple cover. I got this out of like a Dollar Tree, like a Dollar General, and they had this.
Wow.
Like, I got smoked. What? Beat the shit. I don't have the top. That's my only Deep Purple album I have. But if we're talking about, I don't know, Lulu album art's even worse.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible.
I still like Virtual Eleven's album art. A lot of people shit on it. I think it still looks kind of cool.
Cool.
But the Iron Maiden logo at the top, that's a bad Iron Maiden logo at the top.
What album?
Virtual 11. Trim it down a bit. They need to.
I don't know. It looks pretty damn cool.
It looks too blocky.
I like it. It's pretty cool.
It's not Iron Maiden's worst album in their discography. Virtual 11. There's some good tracks on it.
I mean, I look at it, I'm like, it's only got 8 songs.
Yeah.
I'm like, why would this be so bad? You know, like, I can't wait.
Also, people shit on Virtual X Factor. I thought X Factor was kind of a good album.
I do like X Factor. That's a pretty damn good album.
I mean, Sign of the Cross, that's probably the only song they actually played live from that album because, Bruce said that's the only one song you can actually sing off of that album.
Wow.
I know there's a couple other popular songs on that album.
He won't play the Klansman?
Falling down. No, what's this? No, I'm talking X Factor. What's the one where the lyric is saying, falling down, falling down.
Let me look on here. It ain't Lord of the Pearl Eyes. Oh, Man on the Edge.
That's a good song. I think that's my favorite song off that album.
I was comparing. I had these battles of. I was wanting to do something for Iron Maiden and have one album from each era go up against each other and stuff. I think, what would have been Self-Titled versus Seventh Son, and then in one matchup, and then the other one was X Factor versus Book of Souls. I compared them, and I was like, X Factor gave Book of Souls a run for its money.
I was going to say X Factor versus Senjutsu. That would be a more fair fight.
No, I went with Book of Souls because X Factor and Book of Souls have 11 tracks. And I absolutely, I love the Book of Souls.
Yeah.
But I think I had, for me, the first one was Seventh Son easily won, and then I had Book of Souls just barely by 1 point beat X Factor, and then I had Book of Souls ended up winning it. So
yeah. Oh yeah, Ralph did a video. He was talking about Black Rain, the
from
Ozzy album. Yeah.
No, that was my first Ozzy album.
It's not my favorite Ozzy album.
Yeah, not mine either. But
it's not as worse. It's not as
that bad. Comparing it to say Scream, Black Rain had some great moments on it. I can't say the same.
I still say the best Ozzy song in the '90s is "Zombie Stomp." I don't care what anybody says. I like that track. Zombie Stomp rules.
Perry Mason. Enough said.
No, Zombie Stomp. Enough said.
Hellraiser. Enough said.
The Motorhead version of Hellraiser is better.
How about the combined version? Has Lemmy on it and has Ozzy on it. I personally prefer the Ozzy version.
How about I make a joke album called Mixed Nuts?
Oh my god.
Nah, Mixed Nuts. And on the album title is just a big old pair of testicles just dripping down. The album's called Mixed Nuts. It's a joke album. Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, there'd just be metal songs of just me making fun of everything. Oh, that'd be hilarious. But yeah, I do have some good news I want to share with everyone. That Thursday, I'm going into a recording studio. Apparently, my cousin got a hold of another person who's looking for a drummer to do some tracks for them. and they'll be paying me, I think, $400. So I'll be in a
Wow.
studio on Thursday, just putting down some drum tracks for some.
Cool. That's pretty
Eh,
awesome.
And I don't consider myself a professional drummer. I just fucking hit the drums and they make a sound. You know, that's the best of my ability. I'm no Neil Peart. I'm no John Bonham.
You could be Phil. You could be Phil Rudd.
Maybe Keith Moon. Ben said I have that Keith Moon antic stuff on drums. Be like, yes.
Yeah.
I still want to form my own band, but hey, I'll take the money.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to bring you on board unless I wanted to bring in a second drummer or something like that.
Yeah, because I can't do double bass stuff. I can, but it's not pretty. I can't, like...
Yeah, that's fine. If I did bring you in or something like that, I'd probably get another drummer to maybe
Just get me in.
Yeah,
If
just do like
you have
normal beats or something like that, and then I'd have somebody who can do maybe some fills, put in some fills, and make it.
I can do fill. I can do fills. You know, they would have have to be more rock based. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ooh, what was I gonna say? Oh, I did pick up a bunch of movies over Christmas. Just a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, I just showed off all of mine, and that was a pretty good chunk of this stream.
Yeah, I just got I think for Christmas I just bought a bunch of Disney movies I remember as a kid growing up.
Yeah.
Like Inspector Gadget, you know. And people are like, "Oh, Disney movies back then were terrible." I'm gonna be like, "Nope, they're terrible today."
Oh, what year?
Oh, me? I was born in '95, so I grew up towards the end of the golden age of the Disney movies. I bought Lilo and Stitch on DVD. I bought Finding Nemo. I bought The Lion King 1.5. I have Atlantis: The Lost Empire, Mulan 1 and 2, Brother Bear 1 and 2, Fox and the Hound 1 and 2. I have even The Little Mermaid and Sleeping Beauty. I have all those classics. You know what I mean? Mwah, classics.
Mulan 1 is a classic.
Yep. And I don't know how long it's been since you've seen this. I will show it, but
Oh, I remember that.
It has not aged well at all, but I don't care. What other pickups did I get?
I got all those CDs, and I still want to get more CDs. Like I said, I want to get more 2012 albums, like I did with Safety Fire, Crying in the Ocean.
I got this for Christmas also.
Ooh, you would make Clifton jealous. He loves Transformers. Wait, is that the G1? Is that G1?
Complete series.
Clifton, get in here. Oh God.
And funny, when I bought it online, it came with a few other Transformers DVDs as add-on.
Which one?
Transformers Energon. Shit, I grew up with. And
Beast Wars. I grew up with Beast Wars.
I didn't care for Beast Wars a whole lot.
I love Beast Wars.
And where is it? I have the More Than Meets the Eye movie, the original 1980 movie on DVD. It came with this.
You got the touch. You got the power. I'm not gonna go all the way.
And of course, I'm a bitch for classic nostalgia Nickelodeon cartoons. Complete series of Cat
Dog. Love Cat Dog.
Also, complete series of
Danny Phantom. Wow.
yes. And also now on DVD, apparently there's a complete series of Jimmy Neutron on DVD now. Also apparently,
Nice.
and also a show I grew up watching.
Oh, is that the '90s version?
No, Spectacular Spider-Man.
I grew up with the '90s version.
Apparently, the company who has the '90s version of Spider-Man will not release it on DVD.
Motherfucker.
Well, I mean, hey, they gotta, you know. And then I got a whole bunch of Star Wars books. I don't mind showing them off.
Nice. Go ahead, man. I want to make this as long as I can, or something like that. We'll
So
go
if you guys like Star Wars, I'm a huge Star Wars geek. I love the expanded universe. So I got Traitor, Jedi Order, Traitor. I got Death Star.
Nice.
I haven't started this. I have a lot of books to read, so I haven't started this one yet.
Nice.
I have my all-time favorite Star Wars villain character, Grand Admiral Thrawn. I always have to have a Thrawn book. He's my favorite villain.
He's gonna be in the Ahsoka series.
And he's also getting his own spin-off series afterwards. Because apparently Disney wants to do a Thrawn sort of trilogy TV series.
Nice.
Awesome. I'm sorry, fuck the Republic. I'm towards the Empire side. I support the Empire, so Empire's End. I already finished it. Really good book. Highly recommend it.
Cool.
Legacy of the Force Fury. I dropped my phone.
Damn.
Legacy of the Force Fury. This is basically, Luke, Han, and Leia have their kids. Jason and Jaina, and Jason going to the dark side.
Oh.
This is the book where Jason turns into Darth Titus. This is the book Betrayal. Really good book. Halfway through it, it's really good. No spoilers.
Nice.
I have Tempest. I'm about in the early part of the book. It's really slow. I have to read it more. Then we're getting into Legends, which is my favorite era. We have The Last Command.
Nice.
Basically the Thrawn trilogy.
Nice.
Love this book. Dark Force Rising. Love this book also. Visions of the Future. The Hand of Thrawn, Book 2. I have Vector Prime. Basically the Yuuzhan Vong War, how it all starts. I have a Dark Tide 1, Onslaught. Dark Tide 2, Ruin. And Dark Journey, Conquest, and
is Dark Journey, Dark Tide 3, basically?
Yes. Yes, actually. So, I will say the darkest book I've read so far is Empire's End, because this is the Empire just fracturing, exploding, and basically you see this is the last battle of the Empire. So before the First Order forms. So
wow.
Sorry, I got into a huge Star Wars start. I'm a geek for Star Wars.
That's all right. I wanted to make this episode.
Excuse me. Yeah. What else do I have? Oh, I only have one Terminator movie. Right now. Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
I got that.
Well, to me, the only two Men in Black movies that matter.
Yep.
I still say the first one's the best one. I mean, come on. Come on. The cast, you have Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones. What?
Yeah, Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones.
No, I
what
think
else?
now Vincent D'Onofrio is in the first Men in Black.
Yeah. Yeah, I also have my favorite version of James Bond, the Brosnan
Here.
collection,
Nice.
and Daniel Craig. So.
That last one. Bleh.
Okay, give me your honest review. Give me your honest thoughts on these two.
I grew up on them. I like them.
I don't know. Some people hate them. Okay, Jason Goes to Hell. Basically, we still got Jason versus Freddy, but I think it was a little too late.
Yeah.
Because by then the franchise was already, and then they reboot. Then they had that 2009 reboot of Friday the 13th, which was
It's
just
pretty good. It's pretty good.
Now the 2010 reboot of Nightmare on Elm Street. Okay, if we're comparing the Rob Zombie Halloween 1 reboot versus the Friday reboot versus the Nightmare, I think the Rob Zombie one probably still stands out as better than the 3.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But it's not the best version of Michael Myers, because it's still a terrible version of Michael Myers. It's just, he's bigger. That's pretty much it. You just get a bigger version of Michael Myers.
Yeah.
That's it.
But that first Rob Zombie Halloween movie was pretty damn good.
I also have the 2003 and 2004. Hold on. Well, guys, it's me. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's having a nice evening. Subscribe to Ryan's channel. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to Metal Ben's Chronicles. He's at 495 subscribers. Get Ben to 500. He needs it. So.
Okay, apologies about that.
No problem.
My mom wanted me to give me something. Went and got something to eat. Got me something to eat.
Oh, that's no problem. Hey.
Yep.
I watched this today.
Spawn!
It fucking sucks.
I love
the CG. The CG.
We are the complete opposite. I like it.
I thought it was terrible. The CGI sucks in it.
Yeah, I can understand. I mean, it's when did it come out? I forgot when it came out.
I'm looking on the case. That movie's only 94 minutes. 1999?
Wow.
I'm just making a guess.
Let me look on here.
But yeah, you see the artwork. There's nothing on the disc. Artwork. Spawn.
1997. It came out in 97. So it's not. I can understand because that was of the time. You were starting. That the CG was in its infancy at its time.
Yeah. If we're talking the first ever movie as a child I saw, I'm not lying, was Pokemon. Was the first 2 Pokemon movies I saw as a child. This is the first 2 movies I ever saw. A lot of the Pokemon community these days shit on the first 3 movies, saying they're not as good as all the others. I'm like,
they're classics. I grew up with those movies.
Yes.
Hold on. Okay. Here's my thing. Am I the only one that thinks that that considers Lugia to be among the original 151?
I would say yes.
So wait, I'm the only one that thinks that. Because you think with that movie 2000, I'm like, I always think to myself, I always consider Lugia to be a part of the original.
I think he is, but you know. I want to talk about Star Wars because I have these two on Blu-ray.
Oh, what?
How do you fuck up this one? How do you fuck up The Last Jedi? It's still a good movie, like I said, but okay, Force Awakens was great, you know, but the follow-up.
One name, Rian Johnson.
And then you have Snoke. So okay, you have Snoke. You build him up as like a bad guy, like he's in a hologram in the first movie. He's sitting behind the scenes. Then they just kill him off at the end of The Last Jedi. And it's like, so she goes to meet Luke Skywalker, and they fucked over Mark Hamill during this trilogy here. The recent trilogy, they fucked over Mark Hamill. Do you agree? Disagree?
I agree. Nobody talks about it. Nobody talks about that series. It does not exist. It's not canon.
No. This pissed me off because basically Dark Empire in a nutshell, but the ultra retarded version of Dark Empire in a nutshell with Disney. And you brought back Lando, which originally in the comics and originally in the Force Awakens chapter book, Lando was dead in the chapter book. So he just magically is alive like Boba Fett? Makes no sense.
They explain all of Boba Fett with Boba Fett in the book of Boba Fett, which I've been watching it for a little bit, and it's starting to get it's good.
And apparently, so Rey is a Skywalker and a Palpatine. What? That makes zero sense.
Exactly. The only one you need to fucking watch is The Force Awakens. That is the only good one. But other than that, don't talk. Nobody talks about the other two. Nobody talks about The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker.
No,
they are complete and utter clusterfucks. They're clusterfucks.
I mean, shit. People want to see a Harry Potter Cursed Child movie. I'm like, I don't. I'm glad the Harry Potter movies are over. It ran its course. You know, I don't think he could have done any more with the Harry Potter series. Now, Fantastic Beasts, I like that. Those are good movies. They're continuing.
But they're not going forward. They're more of like looking. It's essentially a prequel series.
And they're going to be doing, apparently the next series is going to be a Beetle and the Bard series next, which is going to be nice because I want to see that in the movies. Also, I just got this a few days ago, Rugrats movie. The Rugrats Paris and Rugrats Go Wild. A lot of people don't like that one. Come on, it's a crossover with the Wild Thornberrys. I picked this up a few days ago also. Archie Bunker, All in the Family.
Never heard of it.
We can talk about some WrestleManias. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
28 has some great matches, but it has some highlight matches. End of an era is fantastic.
Who gives a
Rock Cena won, great. Everything else, ignore it.
WWE Championship match, you had Jericho and CM Punk. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one's decent.
You have Randy Orton, Kane, but Randy Orton's Randy Orton. You get what you see with Randy.
Yeah, pretty much.
27.
It's the same as 28. Some great matches, but overall, meh.
Plus, it's the WWE Championship. Miz Johnson. Okay, the Miz sucks. I'm sorry. The Miz still sucks to this day, and he'll never be over.
There was one specific era of Miz I do actually kind of like, and that was his mid to late 2010 era, where he was starting to, he started having, he had a very interesting character at that time, especially when he was with the Intercontinental title, and he was a big fucking deal, and you could have put the world title on him or something. Come on, that would have been the best time to put the world title on Miz.
Yeah, but WWE and Vince McMahon, and you know how it goes, right? 26.
Pass up Sean Taker. That's it.
Brett and Vince. Brett and Vince.
No.
You had Chris Jericho versus Edge. You have Orton and Cody Rhodes versus Ted DiBiase. Batista and John Cena. Yeah. WrestleMania 25. That was the better Shawn Michaels and Taker match. First match.
Both matches are fantastic.
But the first match with Michaels' entrance, the first match, better entrance. Him coming down from the sky on that riser,
Yeah.
25. Yeah, what's the card?
I know there was a triple threat between Edge, Cena, and Big Show for the World Heavyweight title. Who's in the WWE title? Oh yeah, that was Triple H versus Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Who else? I'm trying to remember.
Chris Jericho takes on a blast from the past. He fights Roddy Piper and Ric Flair and Snuka and Ricky the Dragon. Yeah, this was great. But best match off of this was Edge and Undertaker. This is Edge and Undertaker. You had Big Show and Floyd Mayweather, which no one gave a shit about. You had
Ric Flair's last match where he fought Shawn Michaels
versus Shawn Michaels. That was a great match.
The triple threat for the WWE title between Cena, Orton, and Triple H. To me, that is probably the last great WrestleMania.
Controversial, very big, huge, controversial WrestleMania.
It shouldn't have been Brock. It should not have been Brock.
John Cena, Bray Wyatt. Well, WWE fucked over Bray Wyatt so many times, and you had a good guy. You had fucking Bray Wyatt on a gold silver platter, and you fuck him over. WWE, ladies and gentlemen, WWE just way to go to ruin someone's career that had a fucking great run. I mean, Daniel Bryan. Oh, Daniel Bryan. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. He wrestled twice on that Mania. Shield.
Yep.
Where it all begins again. My favorite, personally, this is my favorite Undertaker WrestleMania. This one versus Kane.
Versus Kane? Nah.
Yes.
I thought the match was okay.
WrestleMania 21.
His match with Orton way better than Taker's match with Kane the previous year. Way better.
Taker versus Mark Henry.
It's okay.
You had
It is pretty
Big
damn
Show.
impressive because this was Taker when he was at his absolute peak at that point in terms of his strength. You know, to lift someone like Mark Henry, a near 400-pounder, for not just a choke slam but a tombstone, like, oh my god.
I mean, I think that hardcore match with Mick Foley and Edge was kind of cool. Tori Wilson and Candice Michelle in the Playboy pillow fight. I mean, that should have not been on the card. Give that to someone else.
Pre-show at best. That's a pre-show match at best.
No holds barred match. Shawn Michaels versus Mr. McMahon. I forgot about that one.
That was a great match.
John Cena versus Triple H. That was one of his better WrestleMania matches, in my opinion.
Yeah.
WrestleMania 23. Trump versus McMahon. Taker versus Batista.
That was a great match.
People, now they're doing for Royal Rumble. It's going to be Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar for the Royal Rumble. Too little, too late.
I'm happy we're getting the dream match.
Should have been Sting versus Undertaker.
Yep. But I would understand or something like that, but I'm like...
But like I said, and apparently around this time, Sting wanted to do a match with Taker. But like Vince told him no. Vince wants to do the WCW angle. I'm like, dude, you buried that company. Let it go, Vince. Let it go.
Yeah, there's your ultimate WCW match. The two loyal guys. I mean, come on.
Then they have Roman versus Taker.
That should have been at 30.
Well, people said at 30. People say at 30 it should have been Cena. Putting over.
It should have been either. In my opinion, 30. It should have been either Cena, Sting, or Roman.
Bray Wyatt.
I mean, there's still hot women in wrestling. I mean, for Christ's sake, it's still
Lita.
Sasha Banks is pretty damn hot.
Dude, Lita. Right. Did you see Lita come back? She looks hotter now than she did back then.
She still looks pretty damn good for her age, at least.
Yes. Lita, I think Lita said she's like 45 or something. She's in her like mid 40s.
Damn.
So
I think there's still some aspects where it's still pretty damn good, Ben, but I do think there is some shit.
Well, every promotion has shit. Look at Ring of Honor.
Some talent WWE has do not belong there. Carmella is one of them. I can clearly see her now. Oh, she's just there for the money and her looks and all that bullshit.
Bayley now as a heel, I love it. As a heel, great. She's great as a heel. I wouldn't change anything. She can be a heel or a face, and it works. Becky Lynch, you could make her a heel or a face. It sells,
She's like Stone Cold. Becky's like a Stone Cold.
It's still, but then WWE just getting rid of NXT and just so it's now 2.0. Thank you, Vince McMahon, for ruining something that Triple H created.
Vince has essentially killed his company.
I also have this Stone Cold documentary on DVD.
Ooh. Good.
The Legacy of Stone Cold Steve Austin. I mean, come on. Look at this iconic
middle finger to Mr. McMahon, man. They got it for the glare, at least.
Yeah. That's because my screen's cracked. So.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad for that. If it wasn't cracked or something like that.
Oh, guess what? Came with a 2008 pay-per-view event list.
Oh, damn.
Wait, what's on there? We got 2008 Royal Rumble. Okay, so the pay-per-views for 08.
Mike froze again. Okay, we'll wait.
Forgiven. No Mercy. I think I have a No Mercy DVD.
Yeah.
Cyber Sunday. They need to bring that
again.
back.
You froze it. You froze again, Mike. Mike. Sorry about that. Okay, there he is. You froze.
Like I was saying, back when WWE pay-per-views meant something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have the No Mercy DVD where Triple H's face is on the cover.
Cool. Cool.
But that's Backlash. I'm not sure. And I still say my all-time favorite WWE old school pay-per-view is In Your House.
Cool. Yeah.
The new and improved DX.
Oh yeah, that one. I remember getting that one. I think my dad had that one too.
You know, suck it.
Oh yeah, those days. Yeah.
I'm looking at where they spray paint Coach's butt and they toss him through the wall.
Damn.
Or when Sean dressed up as Shane in that red shirt, Triple H comes out as Vince, and then they dump shit all over Vince.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Well, that's because you're full of crap.
Or they mute Vince mics and it says I like cocks. And they just mess with his voice. It's hilarious. God, DX.
Yeah.
I also have Rey Mysterio.
Oh yeah, I think my brother used to have that. He was big into Rey back in the day. He isn't anymore though.
Look what's in my Rey Mysterio thing.
Is that a Zeppelin City?
Yes. I have no idea how that got there, but
wow.
Wait, what album is it? Of course, it's Physical Graffiti Disc 1.
Wow.
Facepalm. Well, at least it's in a safe place. I have no clue. I have no clue why it's Rey Mysterio related, though.
Yeah.
No, imagine you hear Rey Mysterio coming out and you hear Cashmere playing in the background. How confusing would that be?
Oh, that would be very confusing.
Or you hear Triple H comes out and you hear Stairway to Heaven playing, and then Triple H comes out. Or Undertaker comes out and you hear God. Imagine Undertaker comes out to Saint Anger.
I don't know how I would feel about that.
You know, it was still the funniest gimmick I saw that didn't laugh? The Spirit Squad. Remember them? Which sadly Dolph Ziggler was a part of. Which
Yeah, that's
um I'm thinking of buying a Zappa album. I don't know if you can, but I want to review one Black Sabbath album. Frank Zappa album, I mean. I have to buy it. It's gonna be the Hot Rats album. I'm thinking about doing a video on, but I need someone to do it with me.
I wish I could, but I'm not the biggest Zappa fan.
Well, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna get going, guys. I'm tired, so please subscribe and you do your thing, Pat. Peace.
All right, yeah, definitely. Hopefully, talk to you tomorrow. Definitely. Oh, all right. Well, it's been over almost 2 hours. I wanted us to go a little bit lengthier, but like I said at the beginning, definitely be on the lookout for more of these live streams. Obviously, the Nagelfar retrospective is going to be happening relatively soon. I just got to get to recording it, and it will be ready, I believe, a week or two after the Bertram video. So, that's King of Swords, Bertram, top 5 favorite Bertram albums video, which will actually kickstart Winter Mayhem 1. But like I said, stay tuned for future episodes. They may be long. They might be this long. Maybe. But I highly doubt it. If it's enough for at least an hour or something like that. But yeah. Thank y'all for watching to Mean Metal Mike, Metal Ben, and King of Swords for coming by. Thank y'all for coming by. Yeah. I will talk to y'all later, obviously. And as always, keep things metal.